Hello everyone, welcome to Bharti Vaishna's class. Today we will learn lesson 3, a very beautiful and naughty poem which is written by famous short story and poet Alfred Noyes, and the name of the poem is Daddy Fell into the Pond. So, before starting the poem, we will first know about the poet who has written this beautiful poem. So, you can see the picture of Alfred Noyes. Alfred Noyes was an famous English poet, and he has composed many famous narrative poems and short stories also. But before starting the poem, I want to ask you a very general question, and that is, have you ever fallen into any public place? This can be anybody. I think everybody might have faced this awkward situation when we would have slipped in front of everyone in water. Then, how did you feel? So, to just feel that situation, you are going to enjoy a naughty poem about a father who has fallen into a pond. So, this is the first stanza of the poem. Everyone grumbled the sky was grey. We had nothing to do and nothing to say. We were nearing the day of a dismal day, and there seemed to be nothing beyond there. What poet is saying in first stanza? This first stanza gives a clear clarity, a clear situation that the children and all other family members were all feeling bored, and such as there was nothing great to be done on that day. सब बैठकर बोर हो रहे थे. It was just a general day. Nobody had anything to do or anything to talk about. That the same situation we all have faced in lockdown, and the day was just passing by like any other boring day. It was very boring day, and that is when suddenly they heard something. What was that? They heard noise of a splash of daddy falling into the pond. This is the second stanza. Daddy fell into the pond, and everyone's face grew merry and bright, and Timothy danced for sheer delight. Give me the camera, quick, oh quick. He's crawling out of the duckweed, click. So, what does this stanza say? The second stanza portrays the immediate response of the members of the family when daddy falls into the pond. Whenever somebody falls in front of us, the immediate reaction is we suddenly started laughing. This is a very natural reaction anybody can give. Okay, we feel later on sorry that the person might not have some injury or something. So, from that family also, some are merry, some laugh over, and some get so excited that they shout at each other to get the camera for a natural clip. They became so happy suddenly when they saw daddy has fallen into the water. They became so happy that they started shouting on each other to give the camera. Timothy was the son of the father who fallen. Timothy dances out of happiness. Timothy became so happy they started dancing of happiness. Just a fall by daddy into the pond could create joy all around. And how this all happiness was created? Just because daddy was fallen into the pond. And this is the third and final stanza. Then the gardener suddenly slapped his knee and doubled up, shaking silently. And the ducks all quacked as if they were daft, and it sounded as if the old rag laughed. Oh, there wasn't a thing that didn't respond when Daddy fell into the pond. So, what does this stanza say? The third stanza talks about the gardener who suddenly slapped his knees and laughing silently. We all did that when we suddenly saw somebody fallen into the pond or into the water. We suddenly felt so much happiness. They started slapping our knees in excitement. Oh, and whatever the ducks who were swimming into that pond became suddenly so excited, okay, and suddenly started quaking like they were also laughing on daddy. Daddy was trying to crawling out of the pond. And what some few lines say, that when daddy fell into the pond, there was not a single thing that did not respond to the fall. And it turned daddy made everybody's day more enjoyable. So when daddy fell into the water, there was everything and everybody who reacted on this situation, and how this whole happiness was created because daddy was fallen into the pond. Now the thing is that you have understood the poem, right? And now I want to ask you a question. What is the question? This is the time to ask you that question, right? Okay. And this question is, did daddy did daddy fall into the pond accidentally or intentionally? डैडी जानबूझकर पानी में गिरे थे सबको खुश करने के लिए, बिकॉज इट वॉज अ बोरिंग डे एंड हिज फैमिली वॉज गेटिंग बोर्ड. And you know, my dear children, parents, mother and father, especially the father, is that figure who can do anything to make us happy and to give us joy. So, my question is for you, what do you think? Did daddy fall into the pond accidentally or intentionally? So, my dear children, give your answers in comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like this video and to share, to give the benefit to other students also, and please subscribe this channel. Thank you so much for giving me your